So how many, you guys all know that if we didn't have sunlight, we would be non-existent. Oxygen, we could only live minutes without oxygen. What would be the next most important thing that if we did not have, that we wouldn't be able to live?
Water.
Water, excellent. Water. How many knows what percentage of water are we made up of? You don't know? Huh?
75%.
That's right. 75%
Just
water.
like the Earth.
Exactly, just like your brain. See, I should have you come to the front. What was I thinking? Not you. I'm kidding. Okay, so after water, then what's the most important thing? Yes? Food, exactly. Darn, you're so, gosh, you got good hands going up. Cool. So if you put things into priority, first we talk about sunlight. Wouldn't exist if there wasn't any sunlight. How many people go in the sunlight every single day? How many people avoid the sunlight and think, oh my gosh, I need sunblock, I need to be covered up all the time, I'm going to get cancer? How many people think that? How many people... Okay, that's really good actually. I know a lot of people, when they're about my age, they actually do everything they can to avoid the sun. What would happen to a plant if you put it underneath the cabinet underneath there? What would happen to it? Yes?
It would die because it's not getting no sunlight.
Exactly. Do you guys think that you're much different than what a plant needs?
No.
We're not. We're not much different. So sometimes when you think about what does a plant need, it needs sunlight. And it needs quite a bit of sunlight, doesn't it? Like if it only got 1 hour sunlight, how healthy and strong would that be? It'd kind of be like a little wimpy one that kind of was lanky. It didn't really happen. Then those plants are in the sun, and if anybody has been, they've got huge leaves and they're strong plants. The sunlight actually strengthens our bodies, and we can actually convert sunlight into vitamins in our skin. Did you guys know that? What vitamin is converted into our skin? Yes?
Vitamin C?
No?
D.
D, very good. Vitamin D. Did you know that carnivores are the only ones that can produce vitamin C? We have to get vitamin C from our food.
Yep.
So we can. Oranges are good. Who knows another higher source of vitamin C?
Vitamins.
Lemons. Yeah, that's actually higher than oranges. Yeah.
Milk.
Vitamin C. Close. That would. I think you're thinking vitamin D, huh? Yeah, exactly. Say fortified milk and vitamin D. Okay. Anybody else know who can think of a higher source of vitamin C than lemons? Something pretty good. Yeah. Limes. Very good. So you guys know that citruses, red bell peppers. Anybody eat red bell peppers? They actually have more vitamin C than oranges do. So think about that. You actually need to get vitamin C from your food, not from anything like that. Okay, so let's go back into what we were talking about. So think about the plants and how so plants, if they weren't in the sunlight, they'd be really lanky and lean, and we're the same way. How long do you think we should be in the sunlight every day?
All day.
All day? Who said that? Who's got the good answer? About the same? What's the minimum amount of sunlight you think that you should be in?
About half the day.
About half a day. How many people get like only recess time and that's about it? Like when they're here. That's about all the sun that you get? How many people would say that, how many people sunburn really easy? Like they go to the beach and they just are like, no way, like I can't handle it. Good, okay, so you guys have a situation where I want you guys to understand that you guys can be in the sun. It's just that sometimes you got to be in there earlier in the day or later in the day, just sometimes in the beginning. But did you know that as time goes on, that every day your body gets a little bit stronger and is able to take more sunlight? So a lot of people kind of like, oh, don't put me in the sun. But if you just did 5 minutes, like at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then, and you built that up every single day, you made it like on a little chart and said, next day I'm going to do 6 minutes, next day I'm going to do that. And you start in the springtime, which is now, by the time summertime comes, you guys will actually be able to play out in the sun. You probably won't even get nearly as sunburned as you normally do. Most of the time, our bodies are covered, and then we say, all right, I'm going to the beach. And you come home and you're a lobster, right? And you're like, what the heck happened? I'm totally sunburned. It's because all of a sudden, that's what would happen to a plant. Do you guys see how there's nurseries, how you put the plants under this covered area, and then after a certain amount of time, you know, they let the plants out into the regular sun. So just like us, we're the same kind of a way. We have to think about it gradually. If I put a new little seedling out in the sunlight, it would fry and it would burn. We're the same. But if you did a little bit every day, eventually it can handle it. So we should be getting at least a couple hours of sunlight every day. Now some people go, well, my hands when I'm driving in the car, that's enough sunlight, right? What do you think if you just put one leaf of a plant out in the sun? Would that be a real strong, healthy plant?
No.
No, exactly. Okay, so we all understand sunlight every day, at least 30 minutes. If not, your body actually, what are some of the effects of not being in the sun? Does anybody know the emotional aspects of not having enough vitamin D in the body? You turn pale, absolutely. How about the way you feel? Does anybody know that the sunlight affects the way we feel? Yeah. Feel nauseous? Anybody? Yeah.
Drowsy.
Say that again.
Drowsy.
Drowsy. Okay, so actually, did you say something? Oh no. Okay, I thought I heard something. Okay. If you don't have enough vitamin D, it actually stabilizes or makes our emotions more normal, more balanced. Isn't that kind of strange if you think that the sunlight can actually produce a feeling of happiness or can produce a feeling of well-being? Actually, people who are depressed are actually told and given prescriptions to go and be in the sun, whether they're in a tanning bed or in the sunlight. Do you guys know that?
Yep.
A lot of people that live in countries where there's not a lot of sunlight and it's snow and they stay indoors all day, they get really depressed and they need to be in the sun. So we live in Southern California. That's really not an issue. It's pretty easy for us to be out in the sun. We're not dealing with all the stuff that other countries deal with. But I want to emphasize the importance of that because a lot of people don't realize that the simple little things that are around for us it's really easy. You know, just being out in the sun, how much of an effect that can have on our health. Now into the oxygen.